The one, the only.
Product of the 90s.
Gang disturbance. Gang disturbance. Gang disturbance. One had on a black jersey and one was a male Hispanic.
Product of the 90s.
Male balls wearing a black jacket, blue jeans, white gym shoes. Gang disturbance. Gang disturbance. Gang disturbance.
Product of the 90s.
Yeah. Yeah.
To the top of the block, it's your homie G-Lew coming back to drop. Can I get a witness? The flow is so gifted, so much so known for leaving mics twisted. Every time he get a beat, he turn around and flips it. Digital West came back to remix it. Ain't that the same cat from Soul in the Street? You know the 6 Mile homie who be claiming 313? Yeah, that's him. Long braids, tall and slim. Did production for Kev Max, you know that Mac 10. Here we go again, back on that same old shit. Summertime 23 with a brand new hit. Every time I drop, I get a brand new whip. Either I put the juices on it or I hit me a script. Then I call the homie West to make me a play. It's like I'm always into something like in WA. This is how we did this shit around my way. Either you had a sack of rocks or you had a me J. Rolling down the block, let your system play. In the glass house Chevy, better known as a tray. Can I get a witness? Homie, you the business. Back when we was doing this shit, we was relentless. Now it's like the shit won't stop until we hit $1 million.
Yo, 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 yo. Welcome everyone to Let's Talk About It. Your host G-Lew, the homie Big D, keeping it real. We are back, and I got a sorry people, but we started late because I had some situations over here. We got a situation. I know we're supposed to have a guest, Drunken Chef, but the homie, and I'm saying the homie's not gonna be here. I don't know how to say it. The homie, I don't know. I mean, but let me bring my homeboy Big D in here, man. So we could talk about it, man. Hold on 1 second. My looks on so I can see what I'm saying. Okay, that's me. That's the homie Big D right there. What up, homie?
What's up, brother? How you doing, man?
Peace and blessings, homie. Greetings, bro.
Likewise, peace and blessings, man. How can we say it? You know, we can't get enough of that. What's going on, man? Seems like we're supposed to have a special guest tonight, and he already cooked his way out, all right?
Yeah, man, you know what I mean? Salute to the homie Drunken Chef, boy, but boy. Man, you know what I mean? That's all I'm going to say, but salute to you, homie. Much love. I don't know the situation, but he just said he can't make it. Last minute, though, you know, I just hate that last minute because I didn't really have, you know, we didn't really discuss a topic because I was going to have a homie here and we're going to just kind of chop it up and do our thing and let him, you know, because he had some things to spill, so want to show love to the homie, but you know, it's back to me and Big D, homie. Let's talk about it, Big D. I know you got some stuff cracking over there. We can talk. What up to everyone in the chat too? House, Lena, Keisha, DD, our producer. Anyone I missed, I'm sorry, but salute to everyone in the chat. Thank you. Go ahead, Big D.
Yeah, man. Likewise, man. You check this out. You know what it is. Your man Big D with the Big D Keeping It Real YouTube channel. I'm about to say what's up, man. But like we always said, man, thank you guys for coming on board, hanging out with us on a Tuesday evening. You know, it's a beautiful Southern California right now. It's nice and breezy outside. So, you know, from my house to yours, you know what I'm saying? Thanks for coming out, hanging out with us. But yeah, man, you know, I see you guys out there. I see Lena Lowe, shout out. What's up, House of Tattoos, sending mines. DD Hairston, always good to see you. And everybody else, SGB, Airman, and everybody else out there, man.
What up, Amanda? See you.
Yeah, there you go. Into my wifey, man, wherever she's working at right now, you know, shout out to the wifey and everybody else that keeps hanging out with us, man. You know, you still kick up your seat, you know, relax, you know, get your drink on, whatever you do. We ain't here to judge you. We're just here to have a good time, man. So, despite Drunken Chef not being here, man. Shout out to Drunken Chef. I know how sometimes life would just hit you, and it's always next time, as we always say. So big shout out to you. But we will continue to maybe talk about you a little bit. So let's talk about it. Right? Just a little bit. RESPECT. Now, Drunken Chef, man. I've been following Drunken Chef for a minute, to tell you the truth. And I know he's another local. He's another Californian. I know he resides in Arizona, right?
Yeah.
Somewhere hot up there in the desert, man. It's like hot as heck, man. So I had a brother-in-law that lives out there too, man. Lived in Scottsdale, and I went out there and visited him a couple times out there. And the drive alone is crazy, but it's always good, if you like adventures, and I do.
Right.
So actually, when my wife graduated, we were supposed to collab that day with him, but he has a life, so it's totally understandable. And I was doing my thing while my daughter was graduating, just trying to make it there. It was a big old, just an adventure, to tell you the truth. And we were supposed to collab, but it didn't happen. So it's nothing personal. It's always a good thing, man. I think our relationship's a lot closer than what a lot of people think. Yes, likewise, when I was out myself, I communicated with him a little bit, because I know his channel was struck. It was hit, right?
He was gonna talk about, I think, too, is what happened with his channel and all that, and how we got it back. So yeah.
Okay, and that's what's happening a lot right now. I don't know if you've been paying attention, Pops, but I see a lot of YouTube channels have been getting striked and put down. And YouTube's really hitting. They're hitting their corners right now, and they're hitting channels, and they're doing a raid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they are, for serio, because a few weeks ago they just hit me. They didn't take me down, but they were hitting me with a lot of little stuff people don't even know about. You know what I mean? I was just like, wow, what's going on? And they kicked back now. You know what I mean? But they were on me a couple weeks ago, heavy. I took my show down, everything, the Sunday show. Sometimes how they'll block it, but they just took the whole thing down, and yeah, they was on one, homie. But it's good now.
It's understandable, there's a lot of copyright, streaming and all that shit, all that stuff that goes out there, man. So, they're really sensitive on stuff that people, they think that, we should be paying for, man, but that's not the way it goes, bro, If you can hack it, stream it, for free and all that, then hey, it's gonna happen, man, So, but then again, they come back and they try to pick on the channels that are really trying to do something, that really trying to send a positive message and so forth. And I know a while back, talking to Drunken Chef, having his having children on YouTube, it could be a real sensitive topic right there. And however people want to see it, right? We already know social media and so forth. We already know the way the world is, scandalous, in some places. And there's some scandalous people that are out there. So the narrative has to be protective and be a real sensitive situation when it comes to children. So, but, other than that, Drunken Chef, like I said, I was supposed to collab with him. Didn't happen for whatever reason. I was right down his avenue. And like I said, people have, in life, we all have, a family or whatever. We just got a life, period.
The chef be getting caught up on us, huh? I don't know what he be like, hey, try. Not gonna happen.
So other than that, like I said, man, Drunken Chef, go check him out. He's in the business right now, just producing and making food, man. I guess that's the topic that I get from him. I get that kind of vibe where, he comes out and he's just showing what he makes at home. And the Drunken part is pretty crazy about, how I got introduced to him was just his name. Right. So, just back in the days, following other channels and stuff, I seen that he was around. I was like, all right, let me see what this guy's all about, because I'm a big guy and I like to eat. I don't know about you. Right. But I like to eat, man. And I was, I was interested. And like I said, it was Drunken, Okay, that's.
I never seen him drink though. I never seen him drink.
I never see him drink too. I always see him going to the AA. What I'm saying? I just paid to the AA liquor store. I mean, my bad. my bad. No. But no, I seen him out there, and it was Drunken, and then it said Chef. So the whole time I thought, my perspective of it was, was this guy gonna put beer on all his food? So I was, I was just like, what kind of alcohol was it? Wine? Was it this? Okay, Drunken. Right. I thought this guy was just gonna be drunk on social media and just start cooking and make a hell of a dish. You never know, man. You can't judge nobody, man. A lot of people, they flow when they're flowing. You know what I'm saying? Whatever they're under.
Right.
So it's always good vibes and good times. Check them out, man. You know, and I was like, all right, he's a good dude, man, that has some good standards. Started checking out. One video was about this, one video was about that topic, and I was just like, I could dig, because, like I said, people, I like to barbecue. You know, I don't know what your perspective is. Everybody likes a little bit of different things, you know, especially what kind of heritage or where you grew up from. You know, you grew up in Hispanic culture, you're gonna make Mexican food. You know, you black, we were pretty sure it's soul food or whatever else. You know, G-Lew could talk about it. And whatever other nationality, Chinese.
Chicken, homie. You always make some good chicken when I'm with you, homie. I'm good. Oh, you got that cracking, homie. I'm good, bro. You always make that.
Let's talk, that's off the chart. We'll get to that a little bit later, man. You know, but yeah, man, like he was another man, like I said, was just doing different things. And then after he started doing his mailbox, his mail call, and so forth, I was like, all right, this guy's pretty family man orientated. Good channel to watch, man.
Yeah.
And you know, and you know, just everything else that came around it. So I started following him, just like I follow a lot of other channels that are out there. These small little YouTube channels that, you know, really may have some sensitivity and some good understanding. And you know, you find an interest in the small ones, you know, the diamond in the rough. So I know him and his daughter or should I say his daughter was collabing, and they started doing videos themselves, which you see. And a lot of times, if you look at social media right now, man, there's a lot of children that are on YouTube, man. Young teenagers. I mean, come on, man. Not everybody's trying to exploit children like that. You know what I'm saying? Homeboy was just trying to, you know, show that, you know, he cooks and has a bond with his daughter and his family, and they just cook meals, and they get together, they start reading mail, and start sending everybody their their love and their appreciation. So next thing you know, man, homeboy's channel got knocked down, and I was just like, whoa. So I talked to him at the same time on social media, but then at the same time I was just like, hey bro, I'm under the wing too right now, dog. We're in different situations, bro, so because we're supposed to do a live collab, to tell you the truth, man. We're supposed to go on live, and we're supposed to, he's gonna throw a dish and barbecue. I was gonna throw one of mine, and we're supposed to get the get down, and that's what I'm saying, man. You guys got to pay attention on some of those days that come across that we're trying to put out there too. It's like I said, collabing with the dude. He provides that kind of show where it's a good show that talks about good topics, good food, and I enjoy it. I dig Drunken Chef. So shout out to Drunken Chef wherever you're at, man.
He got some dope rubs too. The season I got all, well, I mainly get the summer heat. Like I done got it like 3 or 4 times. It's bomb. So support him if you can. He has like bomb rubs, seasonings, or whatever. You know what I mean? Support the homie.
Right. Yeah, and like I said, man, wherever you're at, Drunken Chef, big shout out, man. But yeah, he has rubs too. Go check out his channel because it's back up right now. And he's doing good things. Like I said, we're gonna continue to do what we do, people. We're gonna continue to rock and continue to exploit what we like to do, and it's positive things and good things. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with food, and we want to be freaking Hell's Kitchen right here too. I know I do. I get in it's the heat of the moment. That's one way where we get together, man. Like G-Lew said, we hang out. It's good vibes, especially on a Sunday.
The homie be I told D, but speaking on Drunken Chef, that would have been a nice collab. What up, Nate Love? What up? But I talked to you too. Remember Big D about maybe starting your own cooking channel, because you be cooking, bro, and on the flip it like on the grill with Big D, or you know what I mean? Because you mainly grill. I know you do a lot of other stuff, but I see you grill, and I've had some of your food, so I can attest. That would be dope. How you know what I mean, to be out there on the grill doing a live or doing a episode with you on the grill and what you're making, what seasoning, how you hook it up and all that, homie.
Right. Well, I had a couple of lives, man. You checked them out, right?
Yeah. That's why I said I can see a whole thing committed to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Once a week. You know what I mean?
Right. That'd be pretty cool, man. Let me see. Big D could do a lot of things, man. Keep it real on this, Big D that. It's just like I like to do a lot of things. If you guys see me, I like to go out on adventures and just like, show the positivity, the good vibes of just what we like to do personally. And I see myself sometimes. That's why I come out in my lives, and I'll do a little bit. I'll contest my barbecue, just do a little asada, a little chicken. You guys see me cook chicken. I like it. I dig it. Safety. It's good for your health. Has a lot of protein when you go work out, so there's a lot of good things that come to it. And I just like to cook for people, man. I like to, cook for my family as well. I don't let the lady do all the cooking, even though she probably says she does, but that's a lie. Because, like you said, when people come over, G-Lew's flown into town, and we had our good moments, man. We go to the homie's house, and, we set it up, and, we get some chicken going, and I could cook some other stuff. He knows it, and that would be pretty cool, man.
Chicken, but we had the carne asada. We had the the bean, like you hooked it up. Remember your wife and child's mom did the thing in the kitchen, but you were on the grill.
Salad and everything else. Yeah, man. Those type of things, I don't know if Drunken Chef does. The sides are always hard, man, for me, I can make a good potato salad, believe it or not, macaroni salad and so forth. But sometimes sometimes the sides are hard. So I don't know if Drunken Chef will contest that. But it's always the bigger things that I like to cook. You get some pork ribs, you boil them, you season them to your expectation. You get the foil paper, man. Everybody has a certain temperature. They have a certain minute, certain hour, and you just have to get it right. And it takes a lot of effort, to get in there, man, and put a lot of love into freaking cooking. Because if you're not, man, you're gonna get your exes cooking for sure, dog.
Right. Yeah. It's a collaboration, like how that was, like. Ladies, they could be in there doing that, and you out here, you know what I mean? It was bomb though. That was a good thing.
It was like the song, man. On a Sunday afternoon, we were chilling in the park. That's what it does. We're listening to music, and we were doing our thing, man. And summer's about to be over, so I like to change it up. That's why everything's seasonal. If you guys understand, just like we put seasoning on the flavors on our food, it's also seasoning. Things are changing right now, so. It's about to get cold, and all the caldo and the soups and all that good stuff start coming along. So if you guys, like I said, go back to the channel, I like to make some bondigas. Caldo de res, caldo de pollo. It's always the chicken soup is not too hard.
Making me hungry, doggy. Making me hungry, homie.
Hey, like I said, Holmes, it's about Drunken Chef today, and we're gonna keep it about food, man, as much as we can, So, after this, like I said, man, you guys do your thing, pick up your cup, get your gin and juice, and do what you guys do. After this thing, you go back, and you guys could hit the like button, and you have a good time and say, hey, on Tuesday, shot was stuffed. You have my taste buds going wild, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is, So. But seasons are changing right now. It's about to get cold, and like I said, man, nobody likes not to say no to a good soup, man, a good caldo. It's the season where we get sick, and we already know it's transition. There's another COVID virus that's out there, and
all that crazy
virus, still trying to kill us innocent people. We ain't doing nothing, but trying to live and make money, and everything gets higher and crazier. Let's go back to food. Hey,
but hold on. Take a commercial break on the food, because you mentioned something's getting cold. We're gonna go to quick commercial with this one, but we are in the football season. I know it's kind of quiet. You don't want to talk a lot because your team ain't doing that great. Mine neither. But can we briefly kick on the sports though, homie? Because it's a lot going on.
All right, you see, so let's talk about it, people. Right? Let's talk about it. We could do that, right? We could go on another line. We're about to change it up. We're about to mix it up real quick. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about it, people, man. We are gonna talk about sports. If you guys know, it was not only a football season, but also it was a boxing weekend. So,
I forgot about that.
So before we get into talking about football, because G-Lew's trying to throw me under the bus with that, But we're gonna talk about our football a little later right now. But let's get into the boxing, man. This weekend, I don't know if you saw the fight. It was Canelo got in there, man. And he was dancing, man. But
that shit was weak to me, though, bro. It was like that dude. I don't even know what that dude. That dude didn't come to. He just wanted the last 12 rounds and not get knocked out. So he wasn't like. I think he was really supposed to fight his brother, right? He's not the one.
Right.
Brother, dude. Right.
So I mean, call it what it is, man. If you see fake shit, it's fake shit. And I hate to say it, man. People have been saying that the boxing industry has been rigged for years. It's all about money now and views. It's pretty skeptical about that situation. I've been saying for the last 20 years that I hope it's not. But we don't see the fights. I don't, because I grew up in the 80s and 90s with some real boxers, man. Some people 70s, Muhammad. We're talking about the Alis, the Tysons, the Chavez. These are Chavez fighting almost 100 fights and he almost got his butt kicked on every one. He won like 87 of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Real boxing right there, you know. And then after even to the Mayweather and even to the De La Hoya, then things started changing from there. You know, Mayweather was at his prime, and then it just seems like everybody just wants, you know, boxing is a sport. It's a sport of not just only punches and blows, but also it's technique. You know, you got to be poised out there. You know, you got to wiggle, dodge, move, hit, and run. You know, it's just like everything else. Nobody wants to get beat up. You know, Tito Trinidad and all that. You know, so
he was hard.
You know, so, but things for me, you know, seem like to be changing, and I really hope it's not about the money, man. You know, because it takes the fun away, to tell you the truth, because not all of us have that type of money to make money. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be throwing $100 on barely on a show. You know, that's why I got free streaming. You know what I'm saying? So, but
anyway. You got to tell me offline. I don't know if you want to tell everyone, but you had me. I forgot it, bro. But you know what I'm talking about? The site you hooked me up with.
Yeah, it's on fire right now. Everybody hooked up. Last year, you know, just like everything else, you'll find a website and it'll be obsolete and it'll be taken down. You know, through most of the season.
What up, Monica?
There you go. That's my wife right there. Love and grace, peace, and so in the casa. But going back to it, like I said, I'll tell you later. Then after we could drop it, or if you guys want the free streaming line, just hit a thumbs up. You know what I'm saying? Just,
hit a thumbs. Yeah, I didn't know if you want to put it out there, but hey, if you want to hook up, hit the thumbs up. We get enough thumbs, my homie Big D is gonna hook you up. Everything free on Big D.
Free 99 tonight, right? On a Tuesday, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, we make it relaxing. Make sure you guys hit the like, subscribe, man, and share what's happening right here, you know, because we popping. You know, we're about to make this happen, man. You know, it's not about the, you know, the views and everything else. It's about being a family. So if you want that hookup, you know where you be. I had COVID cars. I mean, this is where you get the hookup at right here. You know what I'm saying? We still do it. We righty dirty sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me there, YouTube. I'm just playing. But anyways, going back, the fight, like I said, the bigger guy. We already see Canelo fight a bigger guy. You know, Canelo had to gain weight, lose weight, whatever the situation was. He lost. You know what I'm saying?
The guy had weight. He was still like Canelo's like he was bigger than him. He had to gain weight.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but go ahead. I'll come back in after you. Go ahead.
My bad. But like I said, there's a lot of talk about, man. You know, it went 12 rounds. You had a good illustration how it went earlier. You know, there was a lot of walking and dancing to Canelo lock him down, but you would always think, you know, even me being as a big guy, man, I'm going to give it to the fullest. The whole thing of boxing for me, if you're going to be like that and just, you know, I'm not mocking homeboy's boxing technique, because I'm pretty sure if I get out there, he probably knock me out. Let's just be honest. You know, the skills are there. But that's what it's all about, man. Skills against skills when it comes to these kind of sports and everything else that comes with sport.
You know what the boxing ought to do? They ought to make rules, homie. Like how the NFL got rule. Like you don't do a certain amount of things, like your pay is getting cut, dog. If you don't have enough something, like it got to be something stipulations, bro. Like that shit was crazy, man.
It was, because you start, you know, judging the credibility of, you know, not only the sports, the referees. You want to judge everybody, and then what about the people that paid all that money that went there personally? Spend the night in Vegas, you know, they're just making money. Revenue's just coming in, boom, 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 boom. And you making it pop, like, you know, for everybody else in that city to make money. Okay, I get it. That's what it is, you know, to live a good life, boom, go spend your money. But I want to make sure I'm getting my money's worth. I want to go in there. That's why I really am not a sports fan of UFC. You know, somebody could go in there and get knocked out in 2 seconds, you know, because of a kick or this and that. Yeah, boxing the same.
But look, that's why you think that's the reason, because why UFC has taken over though a lot. You think it's because the people, because it took a while for UFC to pop off. It's always been there, but it was like, you know, underground. Now it's like main. You think that's because a lot of people got tired of boxing or what?
Well, yeah, I mean, there's always a duplication of something else, right? What I'm trying to say, you got the God, you got the devil. You got Home Depot, you got Lowe's, you got Jack in the Box, McDonald's. There's always something of something, you know? So why wouldn't you put that? I mean, I should have thought about that a long time ago, dog. All the brawling I did in the neighborhood, homie, you should have recorded it. So, you know what I'm saying? Could have called neighborhood backyard fights, dog. That's where Kimbo Slice and everybody else came from, you know, doing shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Popping out back then. We got, all you need is one of these, bro. You know, all right, bro. We're about today's fight in the backyard, and people like to see that. You know, why am I going to spend $1 million waiting for a 3-month, you know, people to get together when I could just watch some fools on social media and knock them stuff? Better fights, to tell you the truth, too.
Right.
But, you know, I don't want to take away from boxing, people. You know, I really don't, man. You know,
You have to do better, though, bro. Boxing is under to shit like not even heavyweights. Remember, heavyweight was big. Now heavyweight is whack, bro. It's only that one dude. Respect to him, though. You know what I mean? But the I forgot his name. You know, the dude from another country.
There's a couple. Johnson. We got the Mexican guy, the big homie too. There's
Yeah.
There's still like 4 or 5 good heavyweights. But I remember, like you said, man, a short Mike Tyson. You know,
Heavyweight was major.
certain amount of weight, but it was all what boxing was all about. That got his interest: training, hard effort, dedication, discipline. You know, that's what makes boxing and that's what makes sports really acceptable in our lives, man. Because we could sometimes relate to these people, or these people are a hero, man, because of what nationality, color, whatever the thing is, you know. And that's how we support it, man. You know, it's a big sports really do play a big role in society and people's lives, man, especially in the United States. I hate to tell you. And that's what makes sports real fun. But like I said, this weekend, you know, it was a fight that right now I can't really tell, you know, how the league or the organization is even going, because if it's going to be about money, then everybody's going to start losing. And we start seeing that not everybody takes it serious because it's about money, because expectation, you already know who's going to win. And that's not kind of what happened to all the, it's kind of foul, but what happened to all the hard effort, what I was talking about, training, the discipline, exploring the morals, the values, hitting the bag. You know, I remember watching De La Hoya. He used to be running in Big Bear locally. Shane Mosley from Pomona, California, down the street, disciplining work. You know, a lot of good fighters and people have come from this part of, you know, town. And, you know, so good parts of Mexicans. It's always been, let's be honest, man, it's always been a good custom. This sport right here, boxing, has been a good custom of and a majority of race of 2 colors is brown.
Yeah, for sure.
It's been, that's where most of the fighters have been. We had a couple Italians, a lot of good white fighters and stuff like that. But the majority of fighters that come out as later have been Hispanics, Mexicans, or Latinos and blacks. And, you know, I don't want to take away from what I ain't going to say Mayweather is a runner or anything, because judgmental comes in. But now boxing has changed, and just like everything else, the world is changing right now. So we don't know what to get, even football. You know, you get flagged for this and flagged for that, and rules over here. It's just like, okay, well, I'm used to the Ronnie Lots back in the days hitting the whole action, just boom, you hit somebody, you lay them out. I want to see broken bones. It's football, man. You know,
we ain't gonna take it to Mayweather, because, like you said, he started that shit stuff, man. Like, you know what I mean? He was strategic, and I understand that's what kept him undefeated. But I was tired of that then. Like when I started, I said I'm not buying these fights anymore, bro. Like when Mayweather, you know what I mean? Because he wouldn't fight. He would win, do what he has to do. Trust, you know, he knows what to do. He's a defensive fighter. But I want to see some boxing, homie. So
I mean, that's
this been going on for a minute.
I love to look at it when I go through the sports channel, you know, the ESPN channels sometimes late at night, and they'll be throwing Marvin Hagler against Sugar Ray Leonard, you know, George Foreman against Muhammad Ali. I mean, some good ass fights, you know, Chavez against, Popeye. What was his name? I remember Popeye's. I forgot his name, man. But I just say, Mike Tyson versus, so and so, whatever, man. I mean, those were back in the days, you know. So even the old one, that guy Loda, the boxer, something Loda, it's just been some Sugar Ray Robinson's fights. There has been, tradition, because you got to understand the world has turned and changed from that time. Back then, people wanted to see a real fight. A boxer would probably only make like $500, $200, $300, $400,
Right.
Now people are making million. Why am I going to go up there and abuse and beat my body up? And it's just like, well, why are you in the industry then? So it's kind of propelling. It's kind of like confusion where
that's what
a lot of things in life. We're just talking about sports right now.
Exactly. But that's what sports has come to in general. Only thing I said besides football, because they got to be physical. You can't get around that. But basketball, bro, baseball is what it is. You know what I mean? But basketball has gotten like that too, to where, like you said, they just cry. But back in the day, Magic and Bird and them, and Beer, and they got paid way less. Now they get paid way more and do way less.
But their results are it's all paper. It's all hard paper. They got the money at that time for it, and they all have their records on it. You know what I'm saying? They have their legacies and their sports, their other points. Everything's accounted for legit-wise. They had a reason to play sports. They were on to make stats. They were just there to show themselves that, hey, I always look at Karl Malone, man, from Utah. Badass player, man, but never won a champion. Could have been in any other team. You know what I mean? Came to the Lakers a little too late, and it's
Karl Malone was hard. Yeah, he was hard. The man.
You
The
know,
mailman. Him and John Stockton and Hornacek.
Hornacek, right? You know, and they're putting it up and see that's the appreciation of sports that I'm talking about. And it's just like everything on food is like that too, right? You know, sometimes the other day we went and I bought some food, man, and everything was damn cold, and I was just like, "What's really going on?" I wanted to go back and I just spent like $25 right here. What you guys serving me some cold this, you know? And it's just like.
Right.
But my wife, you know, was tired. We understand, and we just ate it. You know, sometimes you gotta eat that humble pie, man. Just be grateful. But you know, it's what you get, man. And I hope that sports is not going to that way. But like I said, through this fight, it was a fight that I was not really happy of. You know, I know Canelo seems like he was giving his 100, but the other guy just wasn't making an effort.
The other guy was running around. That shit was whack. He ran the whole fight. Shout out to Canelo. Much love. He didn't do anything wrong. The other guy just ran the whole night, bro. I was like, that was whack, homie.
I mean, that's what you pay for, or you free stream it. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I ain't paying. I didn't pay for it, but man, shout out to everyone who did. You know what I mean? Hey,
yeah, but you ain't gonna make $1 off me, dog. You know what I mean? Shit, not today. You know, not today, man. But all right, we'll change that up. But like I said before,
we're gonna go back to football, or you want to duck football tonight? You don't want to talk about. Hey, y'all, you don't want to talk about football this week. It's okay, man.
All right, look it. We're going to talk about some certain teams, man. And, you know, I'm always going to throw it up there, you know. If you guys know me already, you know, I'm a Cincinnati Bengals fan. Yes, we've been to the playoffs almost 2 Super Bowls in 2 years in a row, right? But let's just be realistic. You guys got to understand, man. Just going back to the techniques and the definition of sports, we already know that sports and football is a physical sport, and injury is prone to happen. If you guys already know in this early season, there's already torn ligaments, Achilles.
Never been healthy.
We already seen Aaron Rodgers from the New York Jets. First play.
Ooh wee. Ooh wee.
Oh, talk about it. Now, you know, that's a big disappointment right there, you know, for the organization of the New York Jets, because we already know they had a lot of high expectations coming in the season, and their season is already over in the big city of New York, you know. And that's Giants, and that team's getting hit hard right now because, you know, Giants look horrible last night too. You know, it's 8 interceptions or 8 sacks, 9 sacks. It's just, you know, these are supposed to be professional teams. Once again, that we're talking about, and are they not finding the talent? Well, talent is not just in the person; it's who you surround yourself with. Who is the top dog and the leader of that ship right there? As we already know, the Raiders ship has been sinking since the beginning, you know. And before we talk about our Bengals,
you got nothing to say, brother. You're right. You're correct. The Raiders suck. We look like the same team we got, even though my man is hurt right now. But when he was there, he's okay. But we look like the same team. Like, we got rid of Carr, but we still look like the same exact team, doing the same shit we're doing. So I think it's the coach at this point. I don't know if it's the coach. I don't know if the Raiders got a curse on them. Since the homie died, since the big guy passed away. I don't know what's going on, man. But I don't have the answers. I don't even know. I don't have the answers, Big D.
As you can see, people, you already see my boy already.
He's a cowboy.
Look at my boy right here. He is just let it all out, G-Lew. This is let all your people know. This is to all the G-Lew fans, Big D fans.
Bad, man. It's all bad.
You know, we he's expressing himself. Express yourself, as NWA would say. Ain't no problem with it, man. But my homeboy right here, you know, to the right, he's just venting. So shout out to the Raiders. It's 1-3. Bengals ain't no better. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I can't figure out really what's happening with the Raiders and the organization.
Hold on, Big D. I know I've been trying to ignore that. I see House keeps putting his black and yellow and Steelers, but House, come on now. The Steelers definitely ain't no better, brother. Come on, House. And he had the nerve to say the Steelers are you serious? Are you serious, House?
This is breaking news right now. We're live right now. There's shots at the third. You know what I mean? At the local game. Raider fans going against.
Oh, man. All right, Big D, my bad. Go ahead, bro. What up?
Man? It's all right, though. I'm sorry for you, bro. I know you're venting, man. But who is also in the same boat right now? You know, I am also having problems. He has a Bengal fan. Joe Burrow has been out there, and he has been hurt since preseason. Why they have this guy continues to be out there? He already came from an injury 3-4 years ago, and it seems like they just want this guy to get hurt. What looks bad in our, you know, in my organization team, as I could say, man, is the offensive line. I've been telling people for a lot of years. I coach a little when I was a little younger, believe it or not. And you know, the battle of football, where the battle's at, the trenches are at, is the line, the defensive line and the offensive line. If you don't have that in football, you don't got no team at all. You're not going to survive. You've seen a good indication yesterday when the Giants were playing and they had no protection. You know, homeboy got sacked 8 times. How is that even possible? You got 300 pounders against 300 pounders, and you're gonna tell me you can't block? Well, there's a lot of skills to this asset, people. You know, you got defensive lines that line up on the right and they run to the left. There's a lot of, you got a safety that you can't see and it's gonna blitz. You got linebackers that are shifting, think they're gonna come in, they pop out, and it's just a lot of skills and abbreviation techniques when it comes to footy football. So, like I said, you can't play injured. You know, you can't play hurt. You know, we are humans. Football is starting to look like a little bit, if it's a conspiracy where money's being involved, and I hope not. You know, that's I will really hurt and be really disappointed as a fan. And to tell the truth, when baseball even dropped that a lot of the players were using steroids, or enhancement drugs, I was just like, damn, did Barry Bonds really hit that? Jose Canseco, you have a book.
Mark McGuire.
You know,
That was but I gotta admit that was a bomb season though, right there when Mark McGuire, Sammy Sosa, he was caught though. They actually caught Sammy was suspect.
They caught him, bro.
That was a bomb season though. I used to go home and wait to see who would hit a home run, and they always hit one. I was like, damn.
So
me
and you are like in the same age and era and all that stuff. So we've seen a lot of impressive and interesting things throughout life, to tell you the truth, Pops. You know what I'm saying? You know, from being raised to the hood, you know, to, you know, being the colors that we are, you know, and nationalities, race and all that, and coming together and we vibing out here, people, you know, and just there's a lot of talk about it. Let's talk about it, you know, and
talk about
these are the type of things we try to provide. Like the beat goes on, right? That's the name of the song. We're gonna continue to do what we're gonna do, and you know, we talk about a lot of things right now, and these subjects right here and topics are crazy because, like I said, I grew up watching these guys, and sometimes made me want to play baseball. Maybe they were influencers, to tell you the truth. You know, made me want to go in the backyard, throw a football, you know, hit a baseball, or even try to run track. You know what I mean? Till you got in gangs, and you can see how fast he goes. You know, running from the cops. You know, so who that? But yeah, you know, yelling Colts. Yeah, you know, the Colts. You know, there's a lot of teams that are still interested.
Hold on. Shout out to the Colts. I watched that last game. I know they lost, but they look pretty good though. I was like, wow, okay, Colts. They got a good quarterback. Right. I don't pay attention, but they look good. Shout out to the Colts.
Shout out to the Colts, and that's what I'm saying. You know, don't panic, people. We're only a month into football season. Okay, the season doesn't last forever. We already know that. You know what NFL means? Not for long, right? You know, so it's still early. There's a lot of bye weeks that are going to come happen. Yes, all you Cowboy fans, shout out to you guys out there.
I got it next, but they played a 49ers Sunday though.
Denise, Monica, you know, all you Dallas fans out there, you know, they love. You know how it is, Pops. It's not how you start.
Monica's a Dallas fan. Oh man,
don't make me go pull out her jersey because I probably burned it.
The gosh, division in the house. Division. Oh wow.
There's a lot of division here, man. I'll be honest. You know, I'm gonna let you guys know about my relationship. You know, it's not all good when football season's around the corner. You know what I'm saying? Monica don't even watch football when she knows that when they're winning, though. That's weird. But anyways, they always know when they're winning. I'm not a fan, but they won.
Homie said I would love hitting the batting cage. What up, Snow? Hitting the batting cage. Hey, shout out to baseball. I was talking about that the other day. Man, I really used to love baseball, and I was good at baseball, and I didn't pursue, you know, later when we got older, you know what I mean? But shout out to baseball, too. I don't even know who's in the playoffs right now, bro. I haven't been keeping up. I started tuning in the playoffs, really. As long as my Dodgers are there, it's all good. But can we pull it off, though?
Dodgers, man. Let's dab into baseball, man. Yeah. We all know that, you know.
Always get there, but we don't pull it off, dog.
The last, you know, besides COVID, we took a championship. We won against those cheating Astros.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You know, straight up. I don't know why the league still continue to allow them to have their national championship. They should just you know, be deprived about it and let nobody win, and nobody won that season. You know, they should be, you know, cheating. You know, I guess it's not cheating until you get caught, right? So, you know, they got caught, and they should be, you know, the rights and all that should be taken away from them. But I'm not hating on Houston Astros and all that. But I mean, you guys got caught cheating, and that's it. Keeping it real, 100. Other than that, man, the Dodgers have been close. Right now, we have our problem is just keeping our guys out of trouble. You know what I'm saying? Especially these pitchers. If it ain't the pitcher last year, it's the pitcher this year. And getting themselves into a salty sports goes a lot of way. You got to understand, man. These guys, they carry a big old mantle. They're looked at. They come from certain countries and they're poor and they're making a lot of money, and they're on TV, the hype and the expectations on it, and they start doing stupid things. And that's been the indication and for the pitchers of the Dodgers the last couple years, man. So besides, you can't win a championship without pitching, man. That's just
right, exactly.
Because when your hitters ain't doing nothing, what are you? And pitching wins games, defense wins games. There's a lot of concepts and things that we could talk about when it comes to anything. In a household, man, if both parents are working, and you're parenting your kids, and you're gonna have a good outcome of life. You're gonna structure them, train them, and wind them and dine them, and to raise them up to be good citizens of the community or whatever it is. And if you're not there, you see talent, man, you got to jump on it. So the Dodgers, they look good. But it's like you said, Pops, pitching is everything, and that's all we need. That's all I'm going to say. We have the hitting. Freeman, we have one of the best records that are out there. I think we're in the top of the National West right now. I haven't really been keeping up with the Dodgers as the last couple of weeks, but I know they've been winning because I watched the highlights. So that's a good thing to come up, because I always love baseball season. A lot of people, especially you women, you know what I'm talking about, don't like to sit there and watch the game on TV, and I get it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I'm one of those. I can watch it off and on. It's not boring to me because everything in sports are about stats. You could be missing a no-hitter and you wouldn't even know it.
Right.
Unless you're watching it and the rules and the regulations. That's why sports are unique and different. They have stats. The whole thing about sports is talent and wins. Stats. So shout out to the Dodgers. That's who we're rooting for. And hockey and the Lakers are on and basketball are on the corner too.
Yeah, actually, basketball. We're in October. Basketball is going to start this month sometime, probably like in another
2 weeks.
Yeah, that's crazy. Because look, it's so crazy because when the summer comes around, when basketball ends, right? It's like real dry. No, we don't have anything. Well, besides baseball, but
that's funny, right? It's funny. It's true.
Yeah, it's true, But then when it comes back, it comes so fast. Like now we're already in football. Basketball is about to come back, and we back rolling, right? So, yeah, shout out Cholo Trucker tapped in. Hockey, I'm not really tapped in, bro. You know what I mean? I'm not going to lie. Shout out to the LA Kings. I'm not really tapped in with the hockey, bro.
I mean, we should be, dog. I love it, man. I mean, we're from the neighborhood. What other
Wayne Gretzky, dog. I remember when we got Wayne Gretzky to the Kings, and then the Kings, I used to buy all the gear, but that's about it, bro.
That was that gangster stuff, homie. You know what I'm saying? That was, and if you don't know, now you know. Because we are, LA is a hockey town now. We had a couple of championships. I said like 2 or 3 within the last 10 years. It never happened until a couple years ago. To tell you the truth, man. So being locally, I know we have Orange County teams, and we got the Angels, and you got the Mighty Ducks, and other teams out there. I'm just straight Los Angeles. It's crazy. There's 2 different sides. Orange County has their teams. LA has theirs. Shout out to the Angels. They won World Series before. Shout out to Mike Social, the coach. Former LA Dodger. So there's a lot of prodigy and good talent, and good experiences and coaches and everything that come from.
I wish the Angels would go back to California Angels though. They're Anaheim now. Anaheim. They were LA for I don't know what the hell. I don't know what they are. Just go back to California Angels. I like that better.
Right. And that's where the confusion's at. They keep mixing it up. Like, which one is? Are they Anaheim or are they Los Angeles? I heard Anaheim.
I don't know how the hell they were Los Angeles though. They were never Los Angeles.
It seems like they lost their identity. They were I think the LA Angels before.
No, but I'm saying they never were in LA. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, we know the controversy. How you gonna be LA if you're in Orange County? Two
Right.
different counties.
That's all I'm saying, bro. They never were in LA. So
I mean, I think they knew. They probably thought they could get away with it, but they couldn't, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like the truth is, we can go by facts all day, but the truth is that's Orange County, and this is LA. It's two different cities. We're all in the same area. It's like San Diego and LA. They're different.
yeah, that shit don't match. I mean, the Chargers salute because they're good. I'll give them that, but that don't. Come on, LA Chargers, bro. That's disrespectful to San Diego, homie.
Right. You know why it's a controversy too, is because Chargers started in LA. So.
Oh, see. Oh, I didn't know that. I know the Rams did, but I didn't know the Chargers. Okay, my bad, bro. School me.
1 year, bro. I think they were there for 1 year and they took off to San Diego.
Oh, okay, I get it then.
They were
I didn't know that.
Originally, the Angels were in LA. I didn't know that either.
Oh, I didn't know that either. See, school me because I didn't know. Even look, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Even LA Rams, right? LA Rams. They are originally. I remember when I was a kid, we had the LA Rams, right? Eric Dickerson, but they didn't play in LA then. Remember, they played in Orange County, I think, right? So I didn't respect it, but someone told me later because I'm a kid at that time. But some older homies told me LA Rams were originally in LA and played at the Coliseum, bro. I didn't even know that.
So I think that's true too.
I didn't know that. So I stand to be corrected. So shout out to the Rams because I didn't respect them either. But someone told me they were initially playing in LA before they even went to Orange County. So shout out to the Rams.
Right. I mean, I was a Rams fan first, to tell you the truth. Right. I'm a Bengals fan and all that.
I was a Raiders fan because at that time the Raiders were in LA, bro. So I was a Raiders fan always,
Right. And what's crazy even too, see, I could take it a little further when it comes to football. I even follow college, like I said. I love USC Trojans right now. USC looks real good in the national, standings right now. I think they're ranked fifth, number 4. So, you got to follow. In order to understand sports, you got to follow them since they're young. There's a lot of talent, There's a lot of money that's put into this, a lot of family time. There's a lot of effort that comes to shaping and molding, these young kids. A lot of families have sacrificed to educate, sacrifice money, put their kids in college and so forth, trying to get a scholarship and coming from adversity, coming from tough neighborhoods. And, some of these stories are pretty interesting, man, and where they come from. And just to go out there and to make their, exploit their talent is another thing, man, because I think there's a lot of talent that's out in the world and out there and just, sometimes they don't get the chance to exploit it or, sometimes for whatever reason, we choose not to, let people know what type of people we are, man. And that's sports does that, man, brings out the inner person. And like I said, you could go to one event one day and become a fan of it. Like we'll go into NASCAR, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I remember if you look at NASCAR, NASCAR is one of the highest sport that's growing right now, where there's all kinds of communities that are growing because, like I said, back then it was a Caucasian, an event, to tell you the truth, man, and now you got Mexicans, blacks, when I go to the Fontana Speedway right here, it's freaking wild and out, man. And, and now you see black, drivers, you see black players, we got to understand that,
it's like the rodeo shit.
Baseball, Jackie Robinson, broke the barrier. I see blacks in baseball. Sports does that.
I was gonna say the rodeo. I know that's switching lanes. Think about the rodeo stuff too. Now that was more like a white boy cowboy thing. Now it's all the, brown and black brothers out there doing their thing on the rodeo, homie. So yeah, because that's big too in certain places.
Dude, look at golf. Tiger Woods, tennis, Venus Williams. And just like the Williams sisters. It's just. You got all sexuality in some of these sports too. I mean, there's a big conspiracy too. What's going on, and
we ain't gonna go there. Big D.
You know what I'm saying?
We're not gonna go there tonight.
Oh, my bad, people. My bad. Like, hey, we're gonna talk about it. Let's talk about it. We're gonna talk about that, but not today.
Nah, because I don't. Nah, I'm just saying because hey, that right there, I'm not in agreement, bro.
That's what life's all about. We could agree to disagree. I'm telling you, I didn't disagree with my wife. Disagreed with me about NASCAR. I was sitting on the couch, right, and she would tell me like, "Why are you watching that for, dude? Like, it's so boring and this and that." Like, she used to give me the whole 9 yards, like, shut up, you know what I mean? Let me just, And I told her like, you won't know nothing until you experience it. It's like somebody saying, well, bungee jumping is stupid or jumping off, well, how do you know? You never experienced, You got to be able to experience stuff in order to say something. You know, it shouldn't be something or cheating yourself out on something that will probably open your mind and another level. You know, you got to expand your mind. So Monica, at times she will mock me. She'll be like, "Oh, I'm gonna take you right there to the freeway, and then after I'm gonna sit you a chair and you can see all the cars going." You know, and I was like, "All right." You know, I go, "Well, they're not going 100 miles per hour." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Of course, you know, they're like 20 cars. So one day, to make a long story short, I ended up taking her, man. She was telling me, "When's the next race? You know, when we coming back?" And we went like 3 years in a row, bro.
Wow. Yeah, see, you mentioned something important, like like you said, sometimes we got to open our minds, right, and experience things. Sometimes we could be cheating ourselves of a good experience and we didn't even know. Like, you know what I mean? You explore this and you're like, wow, that was fun. You know what I mean?
That was crazy. You know,
but we're all victims of that. You know what I mean? So it's definitely good to be like. Shout out to my boy Cholo Trucker in the comments, right? He made me think about something. You got to be like Cholo Trucker. This guy right here is like. What was that old commercial? The most what is it? What type of man? What is it?
Intense man, you know.
Yeah, man. This guy right here lives life. I'm gonna tell you, this guy Cholo Trucker. I've seen it. I've seen videos and I heard the stories. But when I pulled up on my boy Big D, when we pulled up and my boy pulled up on us on his I don't know what type of bike he was on. And when I say bike, I don't mean
a legend. I met a legend that day.
When I say bike, I don't mean a motorcycle. The homie was literally on a bike, and he pulled up, and we were way out there, bro. I don't know where the hell we were at. Big D, where were we at, bro?
We're in industry, man.
Yeah, industry, city of industry in the hills, though. And and Cholo Trucker pulled up on his bike, homie. Like, what up, though? He was like, what up? And it was cool. Not even break a sweat, homie.
Yeah, you know,
we went and had breakfast and all that, and he was like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Cholo Trucker, you good, homie? You want to put the bike in the car, homie?" And we roll. He like, "Nah, homie." I said, "Wow, this guy right here is the most man in the world." Shout out to my boy Cholo Trucker, man, for the culture.
Right there, Cholo Trucker. We're not trying to, you know, it's not your night tonight to get canceled, you know. We're just talking about, you know, the things we have seen, and we're keeping it real right here. Let's talk about it, homie. We got to bring on the show one day, dog. And you can speak for yourself. But I have testified, and I know Cholo Trucker has done swimming events in San Francisco. You know, he's a cyclist. You know what I'm saying? Cholo Trucker is also a boxer. If you guys haven't seen that.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oh my God, Cholo Trucker.
Oh, yeah. So shout out to the homie Cholo Trucker. He's a diehard when it comes to sports. You know, go check out Cholo Trucker's channel. He does great things on his channel. He talks about a little bit of everything the way we do it. Because if you don't know, now you know. But shout out to Cholo Trucker and his family that are out there doing the thing. Cholo Trucker, like I said, he's a very, very sportsman. He has good topics when it comes down to that. And we'll give it check out the homie, man, support.
Yes, sir. Cholo, love you, homie. Love you, brother.
But yeah, man, it's a little bit of everything, man. A little bit of tonight, and what it all reverts back to is just you know, living your life, man, and just love what you're doing. And you know, there's nothing wrong with cooking. Like I said, all these people, you guys, we consider you family, and you know, keep supporting and keep coming down here and sending people our way, and let's grow as a family, man. So. Let me see. Keisha, my maid, used to go there too. My grandpa was into NASCAR heavy. Yeah, I'm heavy into it, to tell you the truth. Hopefully later on in the future, I want to start going to different kind of tracks. And that's the fun part, man. That's just like watching it on TV is one thing, but going to the event, it's man, it's you won't come back the same way. You guys see Pops, he goes from Georgia all the way to Las Vegas, and you already know what he's doing over there. Shake him up, shake him up, shake him up. Hey, you know what I mean? You know, so, you know, you win a little, you feel good. Next day you go to the event and you know what's popping. You know, hopefully your team wins and nobody gets hurt, and you live to tell another day, man. But, you know, amongst that, you know, make sure you guys have some good barbecue, and it's all about a good time, man. You know, there's a lot of things to eat out there. I've been wanting to do some more food collabs.
Yeah, hold up. Are we having a? I know we're gonna have a big barbecue, but are we gonna do? Are you gonna do a little? Can I get an exclusive Big D session, homie, on the grill or what, homie?
Yeah, you know, like I said, man. Well, when you get down, I know you come a day earlier, day too. You know how we do it, homie. So You know, maybe Pops will come out and put on the live. You know, we did it the last time, and you know, you guys will get a little bit and maybe invite a couple more people over. And you know, it's not just a one-day event; it's a whole weekend thing. You know, every day, man. You know, that's just the way life is. It's just as we're good in our sports, we're good in raising our family and doing everything else, man. Let's just be good at what we do, and that's about it. I like to cook. Big shout out to, like I said, Drunken Chef, who you know, we support you, homie, and keep doing your thing, man. If you guys haven't checked out the homie's channel, you know, I advise you to go over there. Like I said, he's coming. He just got out of jail. I mean, out of YouTube jail.
Because people would think he really got out of jail. Nah, but he got his
On
payback.
the YouTube yard, how they say that YouTube yard, that yard. You know, he got out. Well, you know, but if you guys want to, you know, pop some questions, or you guys want to call in, I don't know if Pops has the number, man.
Yeah, I forgot about the number. Yeah. Let me post that. And then let me tell you this too.
Guys, don't be nervous and don't be scared. We can talk about anything you want, man. You want to talk about UFC,
Right.
but except what Pops was talking about earlier.
Yeah, we don't talk about that. But check it out too. I want to give a small plug to Convicted Hearts, Jim Magana, Convicted Hearts. They're
Yeah.
going live after we go off, I think 9:30 or so. I mean 6:30. So check them out later. The homie House of Tattoos, Denise Castillo. You know, check them out and show some love, right? But yeah, that's the calling number right there. Anyone wants to call in, let's talk about it.
Yeah, you know, so like I said, we're gonna continue on the sports and food, rubs, you know, sauces. I mean, there's just so much things we could talk about, man. Sports.
Big D, hold on.
Season.
So speaking of rubs and sauces, and you on the grill seasoning, is there? Because I never asked you. I don't be all over your shoulder looking what you got going on. But is there a special Big D, you know what I mean, hook up when you do your thing, or what?
It's a little bit of like for the fish for sure, you know, because a lot of people are not into seafood, man. You know, they're into the simple stuff. You know, they're into the shrimp and lobster and the crab, you know, the crab legs, this and that. When it comes to fish, people are a little selective. You know, the cobs, the salmons, and everything else that's in the ocean. You know, and some people don't like their stuff fishy because the way it smells. You know,
Right.
and some people like stuff fried. You know, all you fryers that are out there. You know, fish tacos and shrimp and all that other stuff. And then
You know, I'm not big on seafood like that. I love fish though, and I like shrimp, but I'm not a big seafood guy. You know what I mean? A lot of people can't understand that, but I'm just not.
right, and when they have the other ones, man, you know how they do it all over there in the South, man. You know, with the crabs and everything else, and you know the what do you call those? The crawfish and all that, man. They do it big down there, bro. Right?
Just I ain't, but yeah, I don't do it, bro. You know what I mean? But I love fish though. I love fish.
Right, and then you got your other places like Joe Crabs, you know, the Crab Shack and all that.
That's big. Your crab shack is real big.
They're real big, and you know, they throw the hot sauce and sausages in there. You know, some of it's a corn and potatoes, and you know they know how to mix it. I'm pretty sure all of us, or a lot of us, have went to certain places like that, man. You know, and but a lot of people are not into seafood, to tell you the truth. So, you know, with food, to me personally, is that you have to have some kind of dressing on it. You know, it has to be some kind of flavor, some seasoning, man. You know, everybody loves a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and you know, everybody has their own technique of way of doing things. Obviously, you see Drunken Chef has
alligator. Have you ever had alligator, Big D? I heard a few people have.
I haven't tried alligator, bison. I haven't tried. There's a few things that I haven't tried, even from the pig. I know a lot of Mexicans I don't like tripas, the guts and the intestines and all that. You know, I won't eat the cabeza, I won't eat the lengua, the tongue, and all that stuff. And there's a lot of things that I won't taste. It's just I don't think that my stomach can hold that. Even though I got a big stomach, it ain't gonna hold it. You know what I'm saying? It's that thought, you know. But you got people that are out there that are just like, you know, let's try something new, like oysters. Hey, that's different. You know, we just run the oysters.
That's different. Oysters are different, bro. Like, salute to the people who love all that. I mean, I get it. A lot of people, homegirl Amanda said, Louisiana got the best. So yeah, I've been to New Orleans a lot. They have the best seafood, and she said if I lived there, I'd be huge. She said alligator is good. Oh, you had alligator. So chat, thumbs up to everyone who had alligator. Please give me your experience of it. Wow.
Yeah, there's other stuff like Cholo Trucker said too, bison. You know, I want to try. I haven't tried deer.
Hog legs.
Oh, there's a lot of stuff, and just like
everything tastes like chicken. They say everything tastes like chicken. Have you had frog legs, Big D?
I haven't had frog legs, chicken legs. You know what I'm saying? They're just like things. Like, it's something I gotta say no, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's just you just
Oh my God, frog legs.
unless I'm in another country and I have no option. Like when I went to Europe, a lot of stuff was seafood. You know, you got to understand the way those people eat over there is totally different.
Ooh,
You know,
Big D, how did you? I don't know if I asked you this. How did you? I did ask you this, but tell me again. How did you not only adapt, but like if I'm just hungry right now, I want to go like McDonald's or something like that, but there is none. Like, what do you do?
well, you know, now, you know, to be honest with you, everything's national. So there's a Burger King. You know,
Hey,
there's,
we know that, but I'm saying back then.
back when I went, there was still some national branches from America that were over there. So they've been over there for a while. I want to say early 90s, late 80s, or maybe even the 80s, they franchised over there, man. You know, that's how McDonald's became big. And so they had one thing
Is it
that
the same, or is it a little bit different? Can you taste the difference?
there's a lot of similarities, man. It tastes like McDonald's. Their Big Mac tastes like their fries. I mean, it has to be on point when you're dealing with organizations and all that stuff that you know you're selling for or part of. They have to follow the script, man. They can't make their own fries or own this way. You know, they're part of. If you're gonna own the franchise, you got to make their franchise meal a certain way they do it. So you got to buy from them. You got to buy their oils. You got to buy their seasonings, everything else, their bread, everything else. You can't just own a McDonald's and change it your way. You know,
Right.
I ate a McDonald's in Europe, but I know we ate a lot of other stuff. You got to understand, Italy's up there, so there was a lot of pizza.
Right.
You know, in France, supposedly they're the ones that made the French fries. You know, potatoes. So you get a lot of, and then you get a lot of seafood that's out there. But you know, there's a Burger King, there was a McDonald's, there was they have Chinese food and all that stuff. But like, real Chinese food and stuff like that. Like you got to understand, Europe and Asia are connected. So it's not like somebody's coming off the boat over here. You know, saying no disrespect to my Asian peeps. You know, but they could still magnify. Make it and everything. You know, they could make it to the point. But if you're closer to that. The continent, the stuff becomes more authentic. It's more real. Taste buds are like you think they're on point. Well, shit, they're really on point over here. They're really doing this. And me and my cousin, we ate at a Chinese place, and it was just like, this is Chinese food. Like we're not used to just the beef and broccoli, bro. They got like their chow moi or whatever they call it, man. It's just it was tasteable, man. It was just like their hot dogs, their freaking pizzas. You know, we're in France, you know. Everybody wants a deep dish. They want to go to Chicago, New York. Well, I was in the, you know, one of the second places that makes a lot of pizza besides Italy. You know, it's just.
So to say you ate good, then I thought you were, you know, had issues. I mean, you were eating good.
You go to even in the morning. We got up and even their how would you say, like their bread, you know, their other stuff, their bakery. You know, their bakery is on point. Like we were over there, like their chocolate, like when we went to Brussels, you know, the Belgium, that's where the Belgium chocolate and all that stuff. That I bought a chocolate bar. It was freaking like, oh shit, this ain't Hershey's over here, bro. This is real weird. They just up the par, man. You know, they just raise the stakes right here, man. And you're just like, oh man. It's like somebody from Europe going to Mexico, bro. Like, oh, I never had Mexican food. And they ate a burrito and they're like, damn, bro, like, wow, this is totally different, man. You know, so you know, we went to the local places and they have the little shops. So we made it simple sometimes. You know, we bought little rotisserie chickens, like, you know, one pollo, how we do it over here. You buy yourself a little whole chicken from the market and then you buy some bread and you just stuff it. And it's just, but over there, it just tastes a lot different, man. It just makes you go wild, though, to tell you the truth. But all food's good food, man, to tell you the truth.
Hey, the homegirl, hold up. The homegirl, Amanda, said alligator's good. She said bison is good. Deer is good. I go hunting and I have the meat processed and freeze it myself. Hey, shout out to Amanda. Hey, she said I hunt this shit myself, homeboy. Like,
it's just like, man, I know if the world was ending, I'm going to hunt that.
I respect you.
On the low, you know, just in case you roll in. Yeah, it's a ratatouille.
Rabbit too, though. Have you ever had rabbit, my boy?
Rabbit, no. You know, it's just just
guys
if you look at social media, I mean, you'll see them eating dogs and rats. I mean, that's another story. Roaches.
are dogs and rats. Stop
You
it.
know, it's just
Stop
like,
That's why I don't eat Chinese food no more, my boy. No disrespect. I used to a lot. I don't. I don't eat Chinese food. Period, brother.
just the noodles, right? Just the
No
noodles.
disrespect. No disrespect.
Just the noodles,
No.
man. But yeah, dude, food could go a long way, man. You know, but I ate good over there. Yeah, I ate good. I just know there was a little bit more seafood.
I ain't going hungry here.
I stuck to the pizza and the fries, and that was it. You know. And then the chicken, they had a lot of rotisserie place, but they're vibing out there. They're surviving. There's franchises, there's McDonald's, 7-Elevens. It's just crazy. You go to Iran and they have all that. You know, you got to understand the other part of the world is customized by us too. They understand and recognize, you know, that, you know, we're branding, you know, certain things that, you know, that taste good to us. And when it gets over there, their taste buds go crazy too, because you cannot disagree, man. You know, in the United States, our food is one of the best. Like I said, you got Southern food, you got, you know, it's a little bit of history from everybody. You got Italian food, you know, you got Chinese food, you got Mexican food, you know, so we have all nationalities here. That's what makes this country great, to tell you the truth. And, you know, that's what, to tell you the truth, how do a lot of people vibe, man? Like, right? That's what Thanksgiving's for. You know, all the pilgrims, they get together and they, you know, food brings you together, man. If I go to a place and there's a party, I got food and, you know, this and that, I'm there. You got food, I'm there, dog. Like, you know,
Right. That always makes a party better. You know what I mean? When you know the food is going on, someone got some food, yeah, that's gonna make it great.
a part of hosting, man. You know, it's
Sure.
It's just like music, right? Music, you got food and music. You got food,
all-
music. You got food, music. You got food, music, and beer. Like, okay,
Right.
these three parties are good, but one's different from the other. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right, that part.
So I'm gonna go to the party that provides all three of those baggage, huh? Instead of bring your own this BOI. No, they got it all there, dog. Because at this party I gotta bring my beer. At this party I don't. You know, this party I got this. So, you know,
Right.
when G-Lew comes down, you know, we go to our little place right there in East LA. And, you know, in the hood, and we have a little bit of everything, man. And you know, food tastes good. I appreciate that, Pops, for exploiting my good taste of barbecue. And
yeah.
you know,
And we gotta do that show, homie. I know when I'm there, we're gonna do a show. I'm gonna do it. We're gonna do a live, and I want to do some other. And I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about.
that'd be cool too. You know, I'll bring my stuff and invite a couple other homies, because I know Crust lives right there. You know, in the hood.
Yeah,
you know, right across the street. You know.
Yeah.
So you know, a couple other people on here we can invite right there to, you know, the spot right there. I don't think homie would even trip. You know what I'm saying?
No.
You know, as long he's cool like that. You know, as long as he's getting fed and he's all good, dog. You know, he's doing her thing. But yeah, man. You know, food and sports, I guess, was tonight's topic, man. You know, we're doing good. We still vibing, man. You know, how's everybody else that's out there, man? Straight up.
Yeah, how's everyone doing tonight? Everyone should be good. You know what I mean? We thank you, everyone, for the love and support and for tapping in. Shout out to Amanda. Amanda has tried. She's enabling every food. The lamb. I know a lot of people that eat lamb. They say I'm picky. I don't eat. But I heard lamb is good though. I heard lamb is good. I haven't had it, but Amanda, you've had everything, man. She named everything you could think of. Amanda says she ain't going hungry over there, bro.
Right. I mean, you got to eat, you know, in order to survive. To tell you the truth, man. So, you know, going back traditionally, I could imagine how they were just growing up. They throw a little mint leaf here, a little lemon there, and it's just like, boom, man. And they start making coffee.
In Texas, right? You know, they get it in over there, bro. Like they
get that. They turn barbecue into a whole new level, man. Because you got to understand, other places of the world, you know, they never tasted barbecue. And just like we haven't tasted their food. I mean, I never tasted Afghanistan food, like, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's just like they never probably tasted American food. So there's a big change. And that's when, like, when you go and you go somewhere else, that's the beauty of it. And you're like, man, have you tasted this? No, and you eat something, you're like, whoa, dog. Your taste buds go crazy, man. And you become someone like Amanda says, and oh, wow, this is liver. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, liver. I never,
you know,
some of this stuff I even wanted because of the sound. Liver, I never ate liver in my life. Liver is, everyone say it's nasty. Have you had liver, Big D? I've never had it in my day in my life.
Nah, man, you know, and
I used to hear that shit like liver. I'm like, I'm good. My aunts and them, I know y'all don't know about like chitterlings, but Never in my life either. The smell was just terrible, homie. So I never ate that. I mean, I'm real picky, homie. So I don't eat no chitlins, no liver, none of that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, I like what Lena Loke says. I watched them kill a goat in the back of the house one time, made birria. See? So a lot of people like birria, but you don't know the freaking, the trauma that goes behind it. You got to go back and butcher the goat, and it's a process, man. Food, everybody thinks food is just made from, all right, this ain't no local market right here.
I think if we had to watch how the food is made, homie, how they get it and really make it, I think that would mess a lot of things up, bro. I ain't gonna lie, homie.
I think it'll go viral right there, dog. So on the next episode, I'm gonna kill a live chicken because I like to cook chicken. I'm gonna show you guys from the nitty to the gritty. I'm gonna pluck his feathers, cut his wings. I'm gonna take his skin off for you guys, and I'm gonna barbecue it for you. Okay, so if you guys want to get to the nitty gritty, we're gonna butcher these bad boys because in all reality, that's why they have a butcher. You got people, that kill the animals and they process them, and it's a lot of work, man. We just don't wake up and be like, go to a local market and just say, let me have some spare ribs.
Right, it work like that. You're right, Big D. No, that's real, bro. That's real. That's real, though. And we don't even look at it that way. We just want the finished product, right? But if we really had to see how this shit works, I think we would think about it. I would be like, wow, I don't know, homie.
What you really eat it. So it's just like right now we think about liver, we're like, nah, but some people might add a flavor to it where it might taste really nasty to you, or it might taste you never even know. And like I said, my cousin makes some bomb fish tacos, and it's just like I could swallow like 6 of those bad boys because it has a little bit of everything. Not only is it deep fried, but it has the slaw. And sometimes it's something else that will enhance, the flavors, man. And you're like, damn, tastes like chicken, like you said. Boom, boom, boom. Why does everything gotta taste like chicken? Because it's pure white meat, man.
Right. So Big D, hold on. But back in the day, if we lived like in what century are we in? 21st, 22nd. If we lived in, say, the 19th century, 18th, we wouldn't have a finished product like we do now, right? Like we cook it and all that. Like we literally would have to go hunt the food, like Amanda said. You know what I mean? Kill it and go through all whatever nasty process, but we eat it. Just like how the lions and how they get it raw, they get it off the muscle, homie. So we really would have to do it that way, right?
Right, we would pretty much, but the way our bodies are designed, a lion can eat it raw, where our intestines can't hold stuff like that. Even though if you eat so much liver, like the Liver King, that guy that exposed himself, he's just taking steroids. My bad. He was eating liver, to benefit his body, type and so forth, because a lot of this stuff, this food that's is beneficial to our health, to tell you the truth or not. Some is, some ain't. The pig ain't, that's for sure. Too much sodium in that body, meat, depending on what type of meat you eat, to tell you the truth, but it's all, even red meat's not even good to eat a lot to take. It's harder to digest, it stays in your arteries and stuff that.
Back because I love some certain things, but when I'm in the grocery store now, I say, no, I don't need it. I haven't bought red meat in a minute. Right. I love steak, I love burgers, all that, but I just really try to bypass it for now. Yeah,
so that part right there, man. And like I said, you throw a little rub or seasoning. There you go. Any rub or seasoning, man, it just enhances the flavors. And I stick with the chicken. It's pure, it's white. And it has a certain amount of calories, and it provides a lot of protein. That's another thing, man. Us as humans, we customize, and especially in the United States, that's why people like me, you get people that are overweight and stuff like that. It just tastes so damn good, but there's a lot of things that comes with eating too much, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you know what, Big D? I'm gonna go back and use that as a sound bite. He said, "Man, it tastes so damn good." He said this tastes so damn good, man. I'm sorry.
Whether you're fit or you're on a good one, dog, you drank yourself an 80-pack or whatever coming from the party, and you just wanted some McDonald's, all those freaking products. It just make your cheeks go.
Oh shit.
So that's what food does, man. We gotta sober up, dog. You know what I mean? And you gotta live a little, man. There's some people that don't worry about that, man. I mean, we all done it, right? I mean, shit, come on, dog. Depending where you come from a party, you just
you gotta
have a gathering, or you had a hard day at work, or it's just go to the freaking fast food place or your spot. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of us on the weekends, we like to do that. You have to have a compassion for cooking too, bro. So you know, I enjoy it, man. I love to come down just for you to tell me, dog, that hey, the chicken that I cook, bro, and like you got to make sure the stuff is cooked right. Chicken's hard to cook, people. Let me
you got to cook. You have to cook chicken right, homie. You know what I mean?
It was raw. I didn't. Sometimes I boil it. Like I had little techniques, you know. I boil it for like 10 minutes, you know, and that's it. But I cooked that chicken raw, and that was the thigh and leg right there, bro. And it came out like
wow.
You know, you said I had you saw me throw the sauce on it, and it was over. Yeah. You know when when somebody knows when the food is good and when they're not talking. I told G-Lew, is it good? He's like,
yeah.
I mean, G-Lew's gonna make a rap about that, dog. You know what I mean? Shit, you know, it's about the chicken in the back.
That's what I say. When you make your channel, when you make the cooking channel, I'm gonna have the theme song, homie.
But you know, barbecue make you slap your mama, dog. You know what I mean?
For real.
Straight up, dog, you know. I ain't lying, but yeah, man, food is pretty awesome, man. I enjoy cooking. It relieves my wife when I go out there and barbecue. It's not too many times, but you know, I do enough at least once or twice a week. I make a good breakfast too, so.
I love breakfast too. Breakfast, oh man.
Yeah, breakfast, man. So you can accumulate. You can eat breakfast for lunch, breakfast for dinner, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, you can make some scrambled eggs, some hash browns, you know, at night, man, with some bacon. Oh man, it's all good, man.
All good, homie.
Don't be shy, people. You know, get your lick in, man. You know, and say what you got to say.
Yeah, call in if you want to call in. We got a few minutes left. Tap in with us. Let's talk about it. If there's anything you want to talk about, anything you know you got on your mind, let us know. We talk back.
Yeah, it's just Jen and then they got another half hour, man, to tie the tree. But
okay.
I got nowhere to go yet. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, sports is pretty crazy right now. It's an early season for your team. You know, if you're not really a sports fan, you know.
What's your predictions, Big D? Tell me your predictions. We a lot of people started off bad right now. Some started good, but like you said, it's still early. It could go in either way. But what are some of your predictions, homie?
Well, I predict that Taylor Swift and Kelsey are going to get married this year.
Hey, you're right. And he would be a fool not to, because you got Taylor Swift, the biggest star in the world.
Pop star.
Game, bro, in the
sky. Have went up the chart, dog. You know what I mean? The sales, bro.
They said his stock has risen 100% plus in that past couple weeks. He's you know, like, yeah.
You know, so, you know, just a little celeb like this and a little celeb like that, you know, it's the event. That's what I'm saying. You got to try it. We can mock this, put that down, but unless you go to that type of event and you experience the thing and you become out a fan, who knows? Maybe Taylor Swift never been to a football game, dog, and she's up there in the booth.
She's up there like crazy,
and she sees all these people like, damn, she could date a mofo like that, dog. He's making millions. He don't need her money. You know what I'm saying? He's a star himself, you know, but for a different aspect. And you put the two stars together, man, you know, stars don't fall from the sky. You know what I'm saying? You know, they stay up there, man, you know. So they're riding high. I pray my blessings on. I'm not going to buy a Kelsey jersey. That's for damn sure. Might go to a Taylor Swift concert, maybe. You know, it depends. You know, I'm not really a big fan. But I don't despise the woman's music and stuff like that. You know, my daughter or my wife wants to listen to it, we're gonna crack it. You know?
Right.
You know, so you know, but it's crazy, man. My predictions it's just I'll go on a few, man. I'll talk about a few divisions. Raider division. Who is in your division first?
Man, we got the Chargers, we got the Broncos, we got who else? Chargers, Broncos,
Raiders.
Right. I'm saying
Raiders, Chargers, Broncos, Raiders.
One more. It's not the Seahawks. I don't know. It's one more. Maybe Arizona. No. They're in it. I don't know.
Yeah, Pops, you don't know. We'll talk about my division. So if you guys know the Raiders division, man, please put the other team that's on there on the comments real quick. Cholo Trucker, I know you know, big dog. But we'll talk about my division. You know, right now Baltimore looks like they're taking it. I think they're 3-1 or 4-0 to be honest with you. Pittsburgh and the Bengals have looked kind of shady. You know, one more than the other because we already know the
Chiefs,
Bengals are.
That's what it is. The Chiefs. Sorry, it's the Chiefs.
There you go. Gracias, homie. And so I think Baltimore has the AFC North right now. You know, unless things turn around for Cleveland's in the middle right now. Cleveland's something to look at. They're a 2-2 team, I think. They looked okay with this other backup quarterback that came out because Deshaun Watson was they got a solid defense. So in my division, Baltimore looks good right now. In your division, you already know it's between the Chiefs and the Chargers, man. Chargers got to find a little bit more light and start doing a little bit more. They're not the team that was a couple years in the past. You're starting to see that people are attending and know how to get into the defensive line and everything else. And the offense is having a little bit of problems with the Chargers. But the Raiders, I don't see them going right now. It's pretty bad. It's between the Chiefs and the Chargers in that division. I'll talk about Miami. Everybody thought Miami was looking good. It came out explosive, but the Buffalo Bills came out this weekend and show them like, hey, on any given Sunday, man, anything can happen. It's who's consistent. Who has less injuries, who has the better coaching, who's better prepared, who's mentally ready. That's what it's talking about, man. These long seasons in sports, man, it takes a lot, man, and that's where it's at right now with those divisions. Those are my predictions as of right now. And we'll talk about that next week when it comes down to football. Because like I said, it's still early.
Because we got a lot of we ain't gonna shade you. We got a lot of Cowboy people in here, so
yeah.
Shout out.
Okay, Cowboys. Cowboys look good. We'll talk about that division. Cowboys look good. Eagles are in that division. So I think it's gonna be between them two. The Eagles and Cowboys. So shout out to the Cowboys that are out there doing their thing.
Shout out to the. Speaking on that, Bill, because you spoke about the Buffalo and Dolphins, I was gonna say this. Like we said, everyone did think Miami was hot. I still think they're hot. I think Miami really looks the best, even though Buffalo came and spanked them because they needed to. Buffalo had something to prove, right? But before that, Miami, man, they were looking good, bro. Miami looks like the best team right now in football. They got spanked though, so we'll see how they come back. But yeah, Miami looks good, bro. But shout out to Buffalo. That's gonna be in that division. Yeah, definitely Buffalo and Miami, who to look forward to. Baltimore, they're winning the division, like you said, but I don't trust Baltimore. To me, they're still the same team as well to me, even though they're going to get their wins and all that, but they're still iffy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. So I don't trust Baltimore.
Baltimore's a team you got to really look at. They're 4-0, I think.
Yeah. Well, they lost one, I think. They lost one. But
you're right.
Yeah, they're still the same team to me, meaning they're going to get the wins. They're going to get there mainly and, almost, but they're not going to get over because I think Lamar still has a little more growing to do. He's fabulous. He's incredible, right? But I mean, as far as a full game, Right. Besides the running, he got to get just a little bit more. You know what I mean? So shout out to them, though.
Right. And we'll take one more little further. Rams and 49ers, man. 49ers look good, too.
Yeah, 49ers are great.
49ers they're continuing where they left off at last year, man. So I don't know what happened to them in the playoffs. That was like a conspiracy to me, too. Homeboy goes out and it says he can't play. It was on national television, and then he took a little hit and it was over, and that was the 49ers season. So I don't know this year. I know they have that's a tough division too, because Cardinals look good.
Yeah.
They don't look good, but I think they got their first victory, and I forgot who they beat. Seahawks look good.
Yeah, Seahawks look good. They do. What I'll give the Seahawks is respect, because no one expects them to do what they're doing. But I don't see them going as far as playoffs too far. But I respect they're in the division. They're in a tough division, but they are doing good, man. And shout out to Geno Smith, because just the fact that everyone counted him out and he's doing his thing.
Comeback player of the year right there, man. If you ask me, bro.
Yeah, respect.
He kind of fell off a little bit, but he kept in the league, and now he's getting his time right now. So shout out to Geno Smith, and that's, to tell you the truth, Seattle Seahawks is my NFC team. I like the Seahawks. I think Pete Carroll's doing a magnificent job over there in Seattle. Pete Carroll.
You like them over the 49ers?
Huh?
You like them over the 49ers? You said that's your NFC.
Oh, that's man, that's an insult right there. No, shout out to all my 49 fans, but hell no, man. 49ers beat us, ain't no love between us two, man. It's just like, you don't gotta jump me, 49er fans. If you see me, don't jump me, please. I'm just saying, I'm gonna throw my setup in the air, that's for sure. But my second team is also the Seahawks. I try to follow Pac-10 teams, Pac-12 teams, and it seems like Pete Carroll took that method with him over there, bro. Won a Super Bowl. And the biggest disappointment, to tell you the truth, this year for me is, again, Russell Wilson, bro, quarterback. He left the Seattle Seahawks team, a good organization where he won a Super Bowl, should have won too.
He should have stayed there.
And
But I don't know anything else.
he looks horrible, man. He looks horrible in Denver again. So
They're gonna get rid of his ass after this season. If he don't do anything, I know they paying him a lot. He got a contract, but if nothing happen, I think he's out of there.
man, and that's the truth right there. But shout out to what's his name too, man, from Tampa Bay. The quarterback.
What's from Cleveland?
Yeah,
What's his guy's
Mayfield.
Mayfield? Yeah, Baker.
Yeah, Baker Mayfield, man. Shout out to him too, man. Really didn't have a place, and everybody thought his career was over. He's making a little bit too much commercials for me when he was in Cleveland, so I don't know if the focus was there. But man, he's having it's a good match right there in Tampa Bay. I think they're 3-1 right now. So
yeah.
It goes to show you, man, don't give up on some of these players that you probably see in college. And sometimes you got to get shuffled around in life, man. And they've been shuffled around. They know the expectations, and they're professionals. And it seems like he's made his home right there in Tampa Bay. So shout out to him. And who else? Even the Colts. I think the Colts too, like you said.
Colts look good. Quarterback, they look good. How about I know this is going way left, but the Jaguars. Only say that because looking at the quarterback, I know it's about time for him to, because he's a good quarterback. The white boy, man, the Weddle dude with the long, what's his name?
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence, man, he's good, bro. I just want to see him win a little bit.
Yeah, I'm a fan, a big fan of him too. And you should see what they're doing with their new. They're gonna have a new stadium, bro. So they have some heavy hitters, some good management, some big management right there, some big investors, and they're about to get a stick stadium and all that. So I think there's some good investors in there. They just gotta maybe have a better scout team and just pick up some talent, man. There's a lot of youth out there that like I said, that's why I like to follow college. There's a lot of them, I guess, but stick to the ones you know. And USC is one of them, man. So, yeah, shout out to them. I'll even say, look at the Saints, man. The Saints too. Derek Carr leaves the Raiders. And he's at least 2-2 or 3-1, right? What are they?
Well, 2-2 because they lost Sunday. Yeah, they're 2-2 now.
So a 2-2 team compared to 1-3 team, that goes to show you there's a lot of talent right there. Also, I see some good defenses. Like I said, in the Colts, Saints have a good defense. Redskins, I think, got their first win or second win. They have a good defense. So there's a lot of teams that are having a slow start. There's a lot of teams that have injuries already. To tell you the truth, I think next week you're going to have the bye weeks are going to start coming along. And it's going to be a long season, man. So, just sit back, relax, eat, buy all the potato chips, do all the barbecuing, get all the buffalo wings, chicken wings you can. And let's keep enjoying the system, the season, I mean.
Yay. Yay. There it is. Big D. Let's talk about it. Well, I see we got the number up. No one's gonna call in. We'll, it's all good. We'll talk about it. We'll, give you guys a few more minutes. But we're here every Tuesday. We're back. This is season 2. Let's talk about it. Big D, G-Lew. Follow my homeboy Big D. Keeping it real. Tell them the handles, Big D.
The handles, you know how it is, man. So make sure you guys rock with us, man. We're continuing to do our thing. Love and respect you guys. Appreciate you guys for following along. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, tag along, man. Tell somebody. We're still doing it live right here. And go check out, Jen Magana. She'll be on right now in the next half an hour and support House of Tattoos, Denise Castillo. And shout out to everybody who came along this evening, man. And supporting us and supporting the homie. Shout out to Drunken Chef, man. Hopefully you look at this video. I know we talked about you a lot. You're good homie. Respectfully, I appreciate you and your familia. And looking when you do reschedule, and hopefully you can come back on and talk about your food and how you do things and your spill and the rub that you have, man. So we can give you a big shout out and send people your way, man. So with that being said, people, the same way we came in, that's the way we're gonna go out with some good vibes, love and respect. Don't forget to tell people what's up, and we'll be back next week with another.
Yay, Big D, G-Lew, we out of here, y'all. Much love and respect. Thank you.
One more thing. My bad. One more thing. Hey, if you guys want something to cook or see what you like, put it in the chat, man. Let us know what's up in the comments and everything else, and we'll change it up. My bad.
Yeah, let us know. Interact. That's why we need interaction. And we're down to bring people on too, just like we're supposed to have Drunken Chef. We'll have you on too. If you got something to talk about, let's talk about it. Right?
Absolutely.
Happy we out of here. Big D, G-Lew, check us out Friday. We'll be back with a new interview with the homie this Friday. Tap in. And right now, go to Jen Magana's channel, Convicted Hearts, and go tap in. I'll be there. Let's go show love to the channel. Much love, respect, everyone. We're out of here. G-Lew, Big D. Peace, love, respect. Talk about it.